Yo, welcome everyone. It looks like Bitcoin's history is now repeating because we have just gotten a confirmed bearish cross on the daily time frame. Let me show you what it means. Now first you're going to notice Bitcoin yesterday got another push towards the downside, taking the liquidity exactly below the recent low. After that, and right now, we are actually getting a very nice reaction back towards the upside. Because we took the liquidity below the recent low, because we have gotten the successful swing failure pattern, personally, I did add something to my long position of Bitcoin, to my long position on Ethereum, and also I did fire brand new long trades on XRP and also on Solana. Later in the video, I'm also going to tell you exactly what is currently my exact plan with all of those long trades right here, but it also does look like on the move down, many people are right now getting completely wrecked and liquidated. In the past 24 hours, we have gotten over 600 million of capital completely wiped out of which over 427 million of long positions completely liquidated. So it really does look like people are using too high of a leverage when they're entering their brand new long or buy positions, and that is simply the reason why if Bitcoin right now does continue lower, they are going to be even more wrecked. But additionally, pay right now attention to the Bitcoin quarterly returns. Yesterday, I already posted a very important picture right here where I said, so far, this is the worst performing Q4 for Bitcoin since 2018. And yes, the current return in Q4 is negative 19%. It is quite significant, and we haven't gotten such a bad return literally since 2018 when we actually got negative 42% return. Hopefully, of course, the history is not going to repeat as much, but nevertheless, as right now, Bitcoin is clearly dumping much lower and destroying and liquidating many people from the entire cryptocurrency market. However, I do have right now some good news for you, and also one of the reasons why personally I am not really interested to fire another short position, why as of right now I am still entering brand new long trades on the entire crypto market, including different altcoins. And this is going to be when we pay attention to our exponential moving averages on the daily time frame. Only a couple of days ago, we confirmed a bearish cross with the 50 and 200 EMA. So this right here, some are going to say that this is going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. However, pay attention right now to the past couple of times this exact thing happened. In April 2025, we only got a touch of the EMAs, Bitcoin exploded towards another all-time high. Also right here, the EMAs only touched, we got another major push toward the upside. However, what you're going to see, the last time we got a bearish cross with our exponential moving averages, it was back in January 2021. We got a bearish cross, Bitcoin yes got another push down, however after that we actually got some kind of a bounce back towards the upside. It also actually happened back in 2021. We got a bearish cross, we also literally marked the exact bottom with our exponential moving averages, and then Bitcoin exploded towards another all-time high. So looking right now at the EMA cross, it does look like potentially we might be expecting a bounce sooner rather than later, potentially at the area where we are, or maybe even slightly lower at the price target I am going to share with you literally in this specific video. And this is right now also why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now let's talk about what is going to be a bullish indication I'm right now paying attention to if potentially is going to be confirmed in the next couple of hours, and also what is going to be our next very important lower price target. First of all, I would like to look at the Bitcoin price right here and pay attention to the market structure. What we can right here do, let's go with our trend line, connecting our lower highs with a diagonal area of resistance. We can right to say, if this specific trend line is going to see a breakout towards the upside, it is definitely going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication. Additionally, we can also right now go on the line chart to only pay attention to the candle closes. We can connect the all-time high right here with the lower high, and you're actually going to see another very important diagonal area of resistance that is very similar to the previous one right here, is going to land at approximately 97,000 US dollar area. And this specific zone on Bitcoin is actually one of the most important levels you should right now pay attention to. Why so? Because once we are zooming out on the daily time frame to pay attention to the volume levels. Let's go right now with our fixed range volume profile to measure the entire upper price action with volume. You can right now see Bitcoin is literally trying to hold the value area low. In my opinion, currently, the most important volume level you should really pay attention to. However, the sign of strength I would like to see for Bitcoin to be formed in the next couple of days is going to be when we are going to be able to break and reclaim the point of control or the biggest volume cluster at literally 96,300 US dollar area. So what you're right now going to see, if Bitcoin is going to go above the volume level and also of course above our diagonal area of resistance, definitely a bullish Bitcoin indication, and in this scenario our long trades right here are going to be in an even bigger profit. However, what we said before, what if we are first of all going to get another push towards the downside? Because of course, similarly as in 2022, Bitcoin first of all on the bearish cross got another push down and only then got some kind of a bounce back towards the upside. This is right now why I wanted to share with you another very important price target we should really be paying attention to. And also right here, when we got a bearish cross, it was still a higher low on Bitcoin, and then we already got a bounce towards the upside. So what we can right now say, if Bitcoin right now does continue lower because of our bearish cross, what is going to be our next target? Because historically speaking, we can still be expecting some kind of a higher low to be formed before another bounce towards the upside is actually going to be happening. So what we can right now do, yes, as right now, definitely we need to be aware that Bitcoin is already trading at a very important price target. When we go with our Fibonacci retracement from the swing low back towards the swing high, clearly as of right now, we are already being exactly at the golden Fibonacci ratio. And not only that, some of the indicators are right now already being extremely bullish. But more about the indicators slightly later. Right now, what is the next target if the golden Fibonacci ratio is not going to be able to hold? Yes, of course, I'm going to be adding even more to all of my long trades right here in a case Bitcoin is going to go lower, but nevertheless, our next lower target very simply is going to be the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement price target, right now landing at 83,400 US dollar area. And why is this specific level such an important one? Simply because what if we right now go with our high term time frame areas of support? You're going to see the daily level at our 0.786, monthly high term time frame area of support also exactly at our Fibonacci level. And not only that, pay right now attention to the structure of the price action. Clearly, it does look like exactly at this specific area, we have been forming some higher lows. And this is right now also why this specific area is going to be our liquidity level for Bitcoin. So clearly, you can right now notice liquidity, Fibonacci level, high term time frame areas aligning exactly right here. And additionally, our exponential moving averages on the daily time frame are saying to us, even if we right now continue lower, this specific area could be the area where we can be looking to fire another long or a buying position on the Bitcoin price itself. And this is right now why, if you want to trade with us, make sure you're taking an advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar bonus with the first link down below. Because the reality is, only after you register on Bybit right here with the first link, you're already going to get 20 USDT completely for free. Then make sure you deposit because you're going to get another 20 USDT. And of course, also, when you're going to open up your first trade, you're going to get even bigger bonuses. So right now, make sure you click the first link, get yourself some very nice bonuses after you register and after initial deposit. Right now, let's also talk about what is going to be the first major area of resistance you should be aware of. Remember the point of control or the biggest volume cluster I just mentioned to you. It is going to land at approximately 97,000 US dollar area. And don't get me wrong, this specific point of control right here, this specific level is actually a significant price target you should really be paying attention to. Not only because it aligns with our diagonal levels right here, with our trend lines, but also simply because when you right now zoom in on the 1 hourly time frame, you can actually see right here, Bitcoin exactly at the point of control has been forming lower highs. We got the high right here, another lower high, and also right here, another lower high. This right now means liquidity is going to be exactly above the recent highs, which right now also means exactly at our point of control, Bitcoin does have another very important liquidity level at 97,300 US dollar area. This specific level is really not a random price target, also because if we right now go with the anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at this specific high, the anchored VWAP is going to come in approximately at this specific area. And this is right now why, if we are going to be able to get a push toward the upside, reclaim our major area of resistance, definitely it is going to be a significant bullish Bitcoin indication. But until we reclaim this specific level, to be honest, of course, Bitcoin can still continue its way much lower towards the upside, towards our lower target, towards pretty much simply our 0.786 at approximately 83,000 US dollar area. Now, additionally, how is the RSI and the money flow indicator right now looking like? Because maybe even you're going to be surprised. But to be honest right now, paying attention at many different indicators, it looks like they're not really being that bearish. First of all, let's go with the RSI indicator on the 2-hourly and 4-hourly. Yes, on the 2-hourly and 4-hourly time frame, they are not being the most bullish. We are still getting higher highs right here, while Bitcoin is getting lower highs. This right here is actually going to be a hidden bearish divergence, and of course, it's going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. However, the moment we start zooming out, let's just say on the 3-day time frame, right here, we are forming another significant hidden bullish divergence. Higher low on Bitcoin, lower low on the RSI indicator. This right here is right now a setup for a hidden bullish divergence being formed on the RSI, but not only on the RSI. Let's right now also go with the money flow indicator, where we are going to see a lower low is right now being formed right here, while Bitcoin is getting a brand new higher low. So it does look like, in terms of the high term time frames, Bitcoin's bottom is right now in or very, very close. This is right now why I am telling to you, pay attention if Bitcoin does go right now lower towards 83,000 US dollar area, where we can be looking to add even more to our long positions if the opportunity is going to be offered to us. Additionally, on the RSI indicator on the daily time frame, we are right now being already in the oversold area. Even better, for example, if Bitcoin does right now get another push down, we form a lower low right here. Potentially on the RSI, we get a higher low, which is then going to be a regular bullish divergence. And of course, it is going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication. So this is right now why I am definitely looking to add even more to my long trades on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, and pretty much on the entire altcoins market. And if you also want to trade with us, make sure you take an advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar bonus with the first link down below, because only after you register, you're already going to get 20 USDT completely for free. And then also make sure you deposit, because you're going to get another 20 USDT, but also open up your first trade, because you're going to get even bigger bonuses using the first link down below after you register and after initial deposit. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.